Welcome to another grooming podcast. I'm Kat Graney.
I'm Nathan Austin.
I'm Kathleen Austin.
And I'm Juan Rivera.
So today we're just going to talk random.
Yeah. We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're just bullshitting.
I think we decided just to wing it.
Yeah. I feel like I listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of my favorite episodes are just hearing people talk just normal stuff, not even about the subject that we're talking about.
Every day to day, right? We're in the shop and just talking whatever's on our mind.
I mean, even the first half of every episode, we just kind of just talk about random shit.
Yeah. I think that we get a comment we get a lot is like, I love the side quest. So this is just a 100% side quest.
Are we going to talk? So are we going to talk about EDC?
EDC was quite a while ago, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it. We had a lot of other pressing subjects. EDC turned me gay. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm still straight. No, EDC was great. I mean, it was our first time. And
I was just like, Katie.
Thanks. So sorry. It was just a joke. Anyways. No, EDC was great.
Super great. That was our first time. I wish I have known about it, or I knew about it. I wish I had gone to it or similar events earlier.
Yeah, I wish we had been raving
I feel like I have
sooner.
so much wasted life.
Yeah, so much wasted time.
So much to catch up.
Well, it's funny because, it was like, I could definitely, like, just based on appearance alone, I feel like I am a raver. Like, I should have just always been a raver.
Yeah,
I'm like,
totally
how have I not been raving this entire time? It's ridiculous.
Honestly, it is.
It's so fun. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I love the music, but honestly, I think the best part is, like, the vibe, right? Like, we're talking about... everybody comes dressed in whatever the fuck they want. Like, literally nobody cares. And everybody's like, you look amazing. It doesn't matter your body type, your age, your style. Like, there was, like, everything represented there, and or your gender or your sexuality or, like, none of it. Nobody gave a shit. And everybody was just very much uniquely themselves. Nobody cared what anybody else did or looked like, or as long as you're being respectful, it's good.
And all those people look like they're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I was.
It's so cool. I'm so jealous.
Okay, but
Well, we got ticket.
we all already bought our. The three of us bought our tickets for next year, so we're gonna go together.
Tickets.
VIP tickets.
VIPs next year.
It's so much better than just the normal one.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, I did it the last time I went.
Nice.
It was so fun. Just like the flushable toilets alone in the festival.
Flushable toilets,
air conditioned, flushable
Okay,
toilets.
So we did the GA Plus, and there was flushable air conditioning toilets.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't all of them though.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but like certain.
But you got probably
areas.
extra special.
Yeah, you
ones.
probably got extra ones.
I would hate to shit in the porta potties. Those things are just getting wrecked.
Ugh, they're so gross.
did not poop. I don't think while I was there.
Really?
I tend not to poop a lot when I go on vacations. Like,
I think I get
stage
messed
fright,
up.
Constipation or something.
I don't think mine's like
I think I
stage
hovered
fright.
over a toilet the day, like the second day.
I don't think it's like stage fright per se. It's just like I just can't really. I think I pooped the very
Your
last
body's
day.
like, no, this is not happening here.
I get stage fright when I pee sometimes. And I remember when Ronnie and I we weren't together yet, but we still worked at PetSmart.
Yeah.
He was on the urinal, and I walked in, and I was like, oh, there was someone in the toilet too. And then, so I was like, waited. And then Ronnie was finished and was like washing his hands. And then I was like waiting to pee. And then I just like couldn't. And then he was like, why aren't you peeing? And I was like, because you're here. Walk out. I can't pee when you're watching me.
Have you ever tried to make your penis sound bigger by the way you pee?
I thought about this before. No, I remember when I was younger.
Guy thing.
When I was younger, I used to think that if it was like super pressure when you would pee, that means you had a big old dick. And I remember I used to like hold my pee for
And
so
just
long.
shoot it in
that
there.
way, when people listen to me pee, they think I have a really big dick.
Yeah, like
So
hose power.
strong.
Yeah,
That's
Healthy.
strange.
Yeah, healthy. That's super funny.
Is that what you were gonna say too?
yeah. It's like something about it. Yeah, I've heard that from one other person, and
V-roll.
I thought that was only me.
No,
But
me
I
too.
guess it like I don't know.
Good to
You
know.
like.
I feel
make
like you
it-
guys usually are on the same mind when it comes to those
I
things.
think it's one of those things that guys do subconsciously, but don't ever speak of it.
Maybe. Well, I mean, because that cracks me up about because at EDC, at least at the camp, right? They have like the porta potties, or they're not really porta potties, but like they have like the regular like close your door potties.
They're weird, huh? They're like porta potties, but not.
But
like
not
You
open
can
porta
see
potties.
the
They're-
front and the top and the bottom.
Yeah, the top and the bottom are open, but it's a porta. I don't know. But then they have the urinals, and they're outside. And so I thought that was like weird, but also cool. Where I was like, oh, it's so open here, nobody cares, right? But then when I would go wash my hands, I would be like, am I going to see a penis? Oh
Did
my
you?
God. I didn't because I didn't want to make any guys feel uncomfortable and be creepy. But I was like, am I going to see a penis if I walk? Because
I saw lots of boobs.
Yeah, I know.
They're
Unfair.
out everywhere.
Yeah.
But you know, because like the sinks were like right next to the urinals, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to see a penis. But I didn't.
Urinals are just weird in general to me. I mean, I get them, but like,
I literally
find
have
them a little
had,
unfair.
I have like nightmares where like I'm going to use the restroom and there's no door, like not just no door, but like it's just toilets. So like, I'm like, everybody's going to see me peeing.
At my, you know,
Which is weird
at
because
my
I
old-
normally don't care. Like I've peed in front of Kat. Like I wouldn't care
We've
about
done a
leaving the
lot.
door open if you
At
guys were
my,
around because I know you're not looking. Like,
I like
well, you can't really see anything when you're sitting down. I mean, it's the getting up and getting down.
what if you accidentally fart?
Okay, so
So-
that's I was gonna say that earlier, and they talk about holding their pee in and waiting for the person to leave. Sometimes I'll sit on the toilet and wait because sometimes when I start peeing, I fart.
Yeah.
you just let it out.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
There used to be urinals that were just like a big like trough in the
Communal.
middle of the
Oh,
room.
yeah.
No, but
And you
not,
would face
not
each other.
in the middle of the room, like just a circle, and everyone would face each other, just urinating into the middle. You remember
So
those?
Yeah.
Whoever
Yes.
designed that, were they gay secretly?
Maybe.
They're like,
That was a great idea.
yeah, you just all face each other.
Yeah, it's like a. I mean,
Okay,
it's
so
like
wait,
a.
is
like
it blocking
3
you?
or 4 feet
No.
wide, and it's just.
So what if somebody's a really messy peer and they fucking hit you?
Oh my God, I never thought of that before. Like,
That
being,
would
like,
be
straightforward.
terrible. Like, what if somebody's like drunk and then they're
So
like
the one
just
we
fucking
used to have,
spraying
it was
everyone?
like a trough urinal, but if they bent it into a circle. So
Weird.
like everyone's
So there's
facing.
nothing in the middle.
There's nothing in the middle, no, but everyone's like pissing at each other.
Oh.
And this is.
That's even weirder that it's just like nothing's in the middle. I
Sometimes
thought it
there's
was
just
like
still
a
the
tub.
troughs with no
Yeah, like
protection,
around.
no like view blinders. The
Weird.
troughs, if like at stadiums and stuff. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
That's when you go in. Oh, it's not a big deal. Just act,
Yeah.
just act as
And you just,
normal
like,
as I
look
can.
forward,
I'm super. This is super normal to me.
Play with it a little bit. So it's like, let me chub up just a look, just in case someone wants to look.
No big deal. Yeah,
So funny.
freaking yank it.
Guys are so funny. You crack me up. My vagina lips are bigger than yours. I'm just kidding.
Ew.
Just kidding. God, they're not really. Jesus.
No comment.
Anyways,
So EDC, huh?
no. But
What
it
was your favorite
super
part?
fun. It was. I mean, I don't know.
Was it like the music? Was it the vibe? Was it the lights? Was it the food's all right? What?
So there's a point when we were like there where like the vibe really came together, and we're just like. There was these mushroom cars that were driving around, and like we got to ride in them a couple
They were
times.
like little golf
So we're like
carts.
just riding in them, and I'm like fist bumping everybody that's going, because I was just like, at first I just wanted to fist bump one person, but then people were like running up
Yeah.
to catch me. So then I was just like holding my fist out, and everyone's just like, oh, it's like for like an hour straight. I'm
Yeah.
just like fist bumping people, just like exchanging energies, you know? And then this girl jumps in the back with Katie, and they're vibing, and we're just like tripped out on this thing, and the music's going, and everyone, you know, it's hard to explain. It's like a culmination of things happening at once.
Yeah, it was super fun though. I think
Sets or-
everything together, right? Like the
Yeah.
music, the vibes, the like. I enjoyed like having a place to relax too, right? Because there was like areas where you could go that were like quieter. Like there was still music, but it wasn't like crazy. The bamboo fields. So I liked that there was areas that weren't. If you get a little overwhelmed, you could like go to those areas.
Did you guys take pictures and stuff?
I think we did take pictures.
They
but-
haven't
Barely any,
showed
'cause
me
we were just-
anything.
Yeah, I
Barely
didn't
any,
see
because we were
anything,
just
yeah.
like engrossed in.
Yeah,
like,
we were like
to me-
so in it.
the music was
I
great,
wasn't
and
there.
some of the sets were awesome when we're like watching them. But to me, the best parts was when I was just like walking around in all of everything that's
Yeah.
happening around me.
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone's
just
just
like,
so
"Ooh,"
happy.
just like,
Yeah, everybody's so happy.
and
yeah.
just like doing dumb stuff, like
And
looking at
everybody's
an
so
art
nice.
installation.
Yeah, I loved all the art, and I loved like getting like the little trinkets from people.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was super fun. I love, I'd be like,
I'm like,
"Oh my
how come
God,
nobody's convinced me to come to one of these
Yeah.
before?
Well, I would be like, oh my God, I love your outfit, and then they'd be like, oh my God, thank you. Here, have this. You know, and be like, oh, thank you.
So I didn't realize that exchange thing that people do with the bracelet. So like I'm sitting there and
It's called trading candy.
Trading candy,
So
yeah.
someone,
I wanna bring
this,
candy
this
next
woman
time.
came up to me and I did something. I was just nice or something.
I think you gave her, you let her stand in front of you.
Oh yeah. So she like grabbed my hand and I'm like, she's trying to hold my hand. I'm like, what
Nathan.
is going on?
I'm
And
all
she
like, whatever, it's
does
good.
the peace sign and then we like interlock fingers and I was like, what's happening? But I was just letting it happen type of thing. Like probably not a good to do that. But and then she like did the bracelet thing and I'm like, oh, then it like clicked because I never even seen it on social media or anything.
I've seen it on social media.
So it was like really cool, you know.
Do you remember the acronym?
Plur.
Plur. Do you know what it stands for?
Plur.
Peace, love, unity,
So
respect.
you do the peace with each other, and then the love, right? This is you and somebody else. Love, and then unity, and then you do the respect.
Like this, right?
So, peace,
this.
love, unity, and then respect. And then you transfer the candy over.
You transfer.
So she gave me one, and I was like,
the
thanks.
energy.
I didn't have. That was the first one
No,
I got. I
to
didn't
be
have
fair,
any of it.
yeah.
Did you tell her that was your first one? She's probably like, fuck.
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
even know what. Yeah, I was like, well, she was so.
That's the
stoked.
best part, though, is I feel like instead of being like, oh, you don't have one for me, they're like, I can't believe I gave.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm so happy that you got one.
I was your first. Yeah.
You know,
The energy there is insane. It's
And then-
so fun.
because we
We're,
were
like, walking
We're
around.
like, oh, it's our first time, and everybody's like, oh my God, yay! I'm so happy. Like, what do you love? What can I? You know, like, do you need anything? Blah, blah, you know, or
So-
like, I was like, oh, I need gum. You know, because like the first night somebody had just offered it to me, and I was like, awesome. But then the second night I was like, I don't have gum. Nobody's offered me gum, and I didn't have any, right? Because I was like, okay, next year I'm
rude,
well, I was like, next year I'm gonna like have gum to offer other people, right? Because it's our first year, so we didn't know, right? And then you know, we just like asked a random person like, do you have any gum? And they're like, of course I do. Here, you know, and like gave us several pieces. Nathan's like trying to give her money, and she's like, stop. I was like, Nathan, stop
left
trying to
it and
give her
ran
money.
away.
Yeah, I was like, she was probably
I don't
offended.
know. We're still not
it's not
figuring out
about
what
that.
to do.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's not about that because I'm
At
like,
one-
well, next year we'll bring a bunch of packs and like make up for it, you know?
Yeah.
At one point, we like find our way at this place, like the Bamboo Garden, and we're like laying on the grass, and we're watching like this woman like hanging and like doing acrobatic stuff. And I'm laying next to these guys, and I always strike up a conversation. And I'm like, "Oh, how you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, we're we're on acid." And I'm like, "All right, that's cool." And I'm like, "I don't know if that's what I would be doing here, but like, sick, dude." You know? And they're like,
Kudos to
"Yeah, we do it
you."
every year. This is like the one place where we do it." And I'm like, "That's sick." And so we're just talking, and he's like having this experience,
Yeah.
right? And then he gave me like this big bracelet,
A
like
big
really
one.
thick,
It was
super
like-
thick,
A
and-
cuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cuff. Yeah. It
And
was
I was
huge.
pretty happy about that. And I was like, we did the exchange, and I gave him like this little one. I'm
The
like,
one that the other girl gave you?
yeah, I'm like, here you go. I think
Well-
it said MDMA on it.
No. Oh yeah, you did give him that one because when we got home, originally when he got one and I got one, and one said Plur and the other one said MDMA, and I was like, because you know we got all the cute little trinkets, and we're like, oh, our kids are gonna love these. Like once we get home. And then I was like, okay, we can't give them the one that says MDMA. I don't need them getting in trouble at school. I'm like, Plur is fine because that's great. You know, like what a wonderful message. But we can't give them the one that says that. So you can exchange that one.
And when you get there, it's like, oh, well, everybody's welcome. It says right at the top, everyone is welcome. And just from when you get there, it sets the tone.
I
And then
didn't-
when you
I
leave,
didn't
it
meet
said,
a
I'll see
single-
you next time under the neon sky. It's like, oh, fuck, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I remember one time Ronnie and I were there, and we were in line getting water because the lines are fucking long
Oh,
for
yeah,
water.
they're crazy.
And I think I heard someone say baby cakes, and me and Ronnie call each other baby cakes. And I looked, but then a girl next to me both looked at the guy, and then he was like, oh, he was. She's like, oh, he calls me baby cakes. And I was like, Ronnie calls me baby cakes. And then we were all like, oh my God. And then they were like, you want some acid? I was like, no, I'm good. But we made candy that said baby cakes on it. So I did the thing with them, and I gave them one that said baby cakes, and that was really cool. It's just, everyone's so friendly and so willing to just
Everybody's so nice.
have a conversation and make sure you're having a good time.
Yes,
There
yeah.
are people there that, like, phone theft is, like, huge
Right.
there.
Thank-
They
Thankfully,
caught
we
a couple
didn't
people
yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
We were careful because we got like the special strappies and strapped it to our bodies. But it's a shame that there are people like that because it's such a great, like, I loved, you know, like you would just see somebody like at one of the stages just like by themselves, even just dancing, and like you can tell they're dancing with their whole heart and they don't care that anybody's watching. And like I tell you, like this one guy, I was like watching him, And like he looked like maybe in his regular life, maybe he's like a computer guy and I mean, that's just like a generalization, right?
He's a geek.
But you know what I mean? But he's out here like living his best life during this, right? He was like, oh my God, like I'm here, I'm living it up. He didn't let anything stop him. He didn't care that people were watching and he was just having a fucking blast. And I thought that was so cool. I was like, I want to live my life like that.
Well, people always say that that's like home. Like I can't wait to go home. Like on Reddit, because I'm always on Reddit. People always talk about like, oh, we go home, and this many, you know. So people like look forward to this every year. They like count down. It's like, it's such a cool event
because it's
And
just
Do you
a
wanna
really
go?
special
Do you wanna go?
feeling.
I always thought
Parts
too.
of it sound nice, but I don't know.
I just think it's a
can.
really special feeling. Like
Yeah.
it's undescribable. I've never experienced a feeling like that before, and I don't think it's anything to do with like drugs or anything else like that. I really just feel like it's the community and the way that people, you know, and I love the music too. So I think it's like a combo of the community and like the love and the respect and the all of that. It's just like, and I love the outfits. I was like so inspired, and I was like, I'm wearing less next year, and we're gonna
Inspired
match.
to wear.
We're
Well,
gonna
people are
match
walking
next
around
year.
with just like pasties, a thong, and some platform shoes, and
Yeah.
that's their
That's their outfit,
Yeah.
and that's
And
it.
it's 80 degrees, so
And
you
nobody
know.
cares.
I just think about my thighs rubbing together.
There's bigger girls there wearing like.
No, I'm saying I don't want to get chafed.
I know,
Yeah,
but
chub
I'm
rub.
saying they must do something because there's plenty of bigger girls there.
baby powder.
like-
Baby powder.
I don't know either.
On the second night, I brought deodorant. And after
He
on
felt
the
like he
first
was
night, I was
stinky.
stinking. I smelled someone else,
hot.
and I was like, "You stink, dude." And then like later that night, I was like, "Oh fuck."
It's me.
I stink. No, I had the plump. And like the next day, I just kept applying like every hour.
Nathan
you know,
was
because you're
worried.
sweating so much.
It was super fun though. And then it was funny because we stayed at the camp and like the music just literally goes 24/7. And I knew like people had said that, but I didn't really compute that until I was there, right? Because we like get into our tent at, you know, like 4 a.m. and we're like let's lay down and take a little nap until like the camp opens, and we'll go over there and like, and you can still hear the stadium going, and you know, we're like laying there and it's like 5:30 and I'm like, it should be over now, you know, the music's still going, and then like it's finally stops at the stadium. I'm like, and then it's like immediately is like already going at the camp, and I was like,
yeah.
all right. I was like, you want to just get up and go check it out? And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. We
You
like
sleep when you get home.
Yeah, we
It sounds
napped.
exhausting.
We
is.
napped later. Like,
Well, you nap like in the afternoon when it's the hottest. That's when
Yeah.
I like to nap.
yeah, because
like-
you don't. The moment you step out of the tent during like at like 3 o'clock, it's literally you're like immediately like I'm dying, and I'm like, get back in the tent. Get back in the tent.
But it makes
what
the
are
nights
these-
good.
Did you take a picture of these tents? I don't know what they look like. I was like, I need to know what they look like.
So they're
I imagine
shift
like
pods.
a Harry Potter thing or something. Like
And so they're called shift pods, and they don't have a bottom. It's just a dome.
So it's on top of like fake grass. They put it on top
and
of fake.
it has
grass.
AC in it and stuff.
Yeah, it has AC in it. It's supposed to be like rainproof, heatproof, weatherproof, that kind of thing. I think one of the years, Pasquale, who's the owner of Insomniac, he let someone, I forget if
You
it was
can
like
see it in the
a
background of
natural
this video.
disaster or something happened, and there was so many displaced people. He sent shift pods from camp, or like because they're stored, and they set them up, and they had people use them when they were out of homes.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty. They work pretty well.
Yeah, I mean it was warm, but it
How hard
wasn't
your
that
nipples are in
warm.
this video.
You know, I have hard nipples a lot. Actually, my nipples are just like big. Are not big like in circumference, but they're like
In circumference.
they're like meaty.
Okay,
You know, so they just always seem hard.
that's not the way I would describe
There's a,
them. but
there's a
okay.
depth to your nips.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, in
It's braille for nipple.
in summation though, it was a great time. We like very much enjoyed ourselves. We look forward to going again.
And we had a couple people
I would do other raves
stop
too.
us for pictures
Oh,
that
you told me that
recognized
you
us.
met groomers.
It was so
Yeah.
cool. I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, one time we were just walking and this woman comes up. I was like, "Oh my God, it's you!" And I'm like, "What? I'm trashed,
Yeah.
like so trashed."
She's like, I know it's EDC. I'm sorry. Can we get a photo? And we're like, of course.
Yeah,
'Cause we
And
love
that,
photos.
Like, it's always takes me by surprise in the
Did you
wild.
expect someone at EDC to be
No.
like, "Hey"?
No,
Well,
no,
and
it was
so
it was really cool though.
that happened at EDC, but then too, we were just camping, like camping.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
at
told me
like
that.
a random campsite.
At a random campsite, and this grooming couple was like, "We follow you," and we're like, "Oh my gosh!" So I was like, "Alrighty then, nice." So, anyway, I have a fun question.
Okay.
In a survival situation, would you drink your pee or just pee in general? And would you rather drink your pee or somebody else's? Like if it was you and Ronnie, would you rather drink your pee or Ronnie's? Or would
I'd
you
rather
just
drink my
not
own.
at all?
If it was like, if I was going to die, I would drink the pee.
Right.
But if I were going to drink pee, it would be my own.
Oh, see, you guys aren't the type. What about you, Ronnie?
Yeah, no, my own.
Oh, you guys aren't the freaks
Well,
I
they're
thought
the
you'd be.
I mean, same thing. They don't even share a toothbrush. Oh my God.
I'll be like, Katie, straight from the source, right here.
Delicacy.
Sometimes me and Ronnie joke, and it's and what is it? Oh, he was like, "Oh, I have to go pee," and I was like, "Oh, I'll just drink it." Just we're like on the couch or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Like, oh, open your mouth.
yeah, I was like, "I'll drink it." Just like random stupid stuff.
I'm like, I would throw up on you.
And then or like he's like.
Okay, stop saying things.
He's about to embarrass you.
Anyway, he said he would pee on me if I got stung by a jellyfish, and
yeah.
only if I got stung by a jellyfish.
Really? Only?
Yeah,
Oh
only.
my gosh.
Okay, when you guys are in the shower, you never pee on each other.
No, there's a fucking drain. I aim towards the drain.
I'll just like
And I have to be in front, and he can't be there.
I'll do like the power, where you hold it back
And
then release it, and like Katie will be like, "What the hell?" Because like glasses are in the side or
The
something.
pressure washer.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
We're already in the shower. Then you just wash it off.
you've peed on me before.
no, I haven't.
Not like sexily, but in the shower, you've peed on my like foot or something.
I haven't. Okay.
Look at him. He's like,
He's so
never.
mad. You got everybody. Listen, Ronnie peed on me in the shower once.
I don't think that's accurate.
Abuse.
All right, what about
So
you,
you'd rather
Kat?
drink your own?
I'd rather drink my own.
If it was me and you out there, you'd rather drink your own.
Yes.
She's gonna be so.
Okay,
offended
but
I
what
get
if
But
it.
the other person's
you
was?
would drink your pee though.
What
if you
if-
had
If I
to.
absolutely.
What
had
if
to.
the other person's was almost perfectly clear, but yours was almost brown?
I was gonna think that. I was gonna say
Oh.
that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna think that.
Depends on your hydration.
I was gonna
yeah.
think that right now.
I don't feel.
I think. I feel like. Yeah. I feel like if
It
that's
would
the
depend
case,
on the person for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, if they peed in their cup and then I peed in mine, I'd be like, let's share yours first. Like,
Share it. No, this
or
is
we're gonna
mine.
like get the cups and just kind of mix it.
Mix them together.
You're like, this is it.
well, because like if theirs is almost clear, they're not going to be like, let's trade. You know what I mean? Like,
And
Let me take
sometimes
the
it-
dehydration urine.
Sometimes it's just yellow, but sometimes it's like a little foggy.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, but what does that mean though?
I have no idea.
Strong sense, like if you had asparagus.
Yeah,
drink more
asparagus.
water.
Okay, why is it that like immediately you could finish eating a plate of asparagus and then go sit down and it already smells like fucking asparagus pee?
And
Why?
coffee after one.
it your
peas
breath?
in the morning?
No, it's
Yeah,
your
it
pee.
smells like
I'm
coffee.
telling. I don't. You probably haven't smelled it, so like I'm gonna have to eat asparagus and then pee and let you smell it because it's you. It's like
Friend.
so obvious.
Yeah,
though.
it's asparagus. It smells like asparagus.
Like the moment you pee, because I'm always like, what? And then I'm like, oh, asparagus, duh. You know, like it's weird. It's really weird. I don't have anything else really that I like eat where you're like,
Okay,
Oh.
well then, what about you then, Katie? Would you?
I would probably rather drink my own pee, but that's just,
So everyone would rather drink their own pee, but me.
I would.
I mean, if you want to
no,
drink my pee, go ahead.
Yeah. I would
Offer
actually,
up.
I think it's like 50-50. Like, I think it would depend on which one of our peas was more clear. And that
But if you're
would be-
drinking it straight from the tap, you don't know until it's too late.
That's true. I would
Yeah.
though. I don't like if mine was really dark and yours was light, I'd be like, "Pfft,
And
let's drink
also,
yours."
would you like put it in a cup and like let it cool down, or would
You didn't have a cup. You could only cup it in your hands.
Oh, so it'd be warm regardless.
even worse? Oh my god! So it's just warm. Blech.
I'm just gonna.
You have to
die.
cup it in your hand
I'm
and
just gonna die.
Slurp it.
and slurp it from your hand.
You pee on a shirt or something, and then
Oh, so you
wring
get the
it
sweat
out.
too?
Oh,
Nice.
okay, I take it back.
Nice. Just
They
sweat
say
urine.
it's actually not a
I
good
take it
idea
back.
to drink your urine.
Because it's literally all
'Cause
the toxins your
it's
body.
the toxins.
Yeah,
It's
but
been
those
rid of.
guys fight over it though.
Only
on
if
dual
you
survival
have
and shit.
to.
One of them's like, "You're an idiot," and the other one's like, "No."
Only if you have to.
But you die in just a couple of days from without water.
Without water,
So
yeah.
like drinking your pee once doesn't extend that
It's
at
the-
all. You think?
No.
yeah, I
prob-
think so.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're
I
gonna
guess
die
it's for the
regardless,
Google,
Yeah.
the Google, right?
I'd rather just die a day earlier and not drink pee.
Same.
But what if you get caught?
I'm gonna die tomorrow.
I mean,
But what if you get rescued?
what if you get rescued?
You know what I
Yeah.
told Juan? If I ever got lost in like somewhere where there was trees, I would find a way to start a fire. And I'm so sorry. I'd be like, I'm gonna start a national fucking fire just to find me. I'd be like, oh my god.
Well,
National. Wow, you're going to the national.
I don't know. As long as I'm
a
found,
national
girl.
fire.
But okay, but what if you die in the fire?
No, I would be smart. I would get
I
caught
was
by the
just
fire.
smart
I'll
about
burn the forest
aspiring.
around me and it just
No,
won't. It
no,
won't.
it
take
just
me
wouldn't
with
get me.
it.
I know it. You know,
There's
those
like
videos be like
destruction
no.
everywhere, and he's just right in the
No,
middle,
I'm
like
fine.
I'm right here.
I would be
flames."
smart. I would be like traveling with the fire, because then all the fire would scare away the big wolves and everything, you know.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would just run with them. Okay, let's
Okay.
Well, that'd be so hot. Would I have a
Everyone-
fan?
Everyone would super hate you.
I know. Okay, maybe not.
Oh.
I will
They're
do
like,
it.
my home. I lost my home.
Let
You're
me
like,
ask,
"Yeah, I
how
got found."
often are we
Found.
either trapped in a desert or trapped in a forest?
How often?
Without water.
Without water?
Often.
How often are we going to be in a
So
survival
often.
situation?
Never.
Well, now we know, though. Now we know.
Yeah.
I think you had a question though too, right, Rennie?
Or what?
Question.
Sure, yeah.
Survival.
Now that we
situation.
move on past that pee-pee.
We watched Naked and Afraid just randomly the other day, and there was like this guy. You could tell he totally thinks he's like this super cool alpha guy,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, I can't wait to finally meet the woman I'm going to spend in the jungle.
Oh,
and,
well,
and then like
wait. For everybody that doesn't know Naked and Afraid, they usually pair them up like one guy and one girl, and they have to be totally nude, and they're out in the wilderness. They can usually bring like one item with them.
How long are they out there for?
It
I
depends.
think-
It
I think
varies.
like a week or two.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
but it
that
could be
long.
like a week or two. Some of them are longer.
Well,
but
like he's like, I can't wait to get to meet the partner, and we're gonna rule this like challenge, right? And he shows up, and it's this big dude.
and he's like, what
He's
the
like, what the
fuck?
fuck? And the dude,
You can tell
the
he's
other guy like
pissed.
doesn't care. He's like,
Yeah.
it's all good, whatever, man. We're just gonna like, they're gonna meet up with another two that is the women.
The other
But
two are the
like-
women.
But
yeah.
I wanted to see tits.
Yeah. the one guy, he's like, it's cold, man. Let's use
cuddle.
each other's body warmth. And the other guy's like, no, man, I'd rather just be cold. And he just stood up, threw up all night because he got sick from the water.
No, I
yeah.
wanna watch
And
that
the other
episode
guy's
now.
just sitting there like, this dude's an idiot.
It was so,
was so funny,
and the
yeah.
girls are in there like like far because they had to like travel to meet each other like a weekend or something, and the other girls are like cuddling, and like they're like whatever, bro, who cares? Like we're gonna be warm, and the guy's like just like we don't. I'm like you don't even have to be like spooning. You could be back to back,
Yeah.
like. Dude, come on. But just like your body warmth. Like,
The other guy's like,
good
no.
Lord.
I won't do it.
That's gay.
Yeah.
That's gay. I'm like, all right, then like freeze to death, I guess.
As
Like,
he's throwing up, shivering cold, like
stupid.
Oh no.
Ay. Anyway, okay.
Oh, when did you last sing to yourself or to someone else?
Sing
Sing.
Yeah.
in the car on the way here.
in the car on the way here.
yeah, I sing all the time.
And
Yeah.
mostly in the car for me.
That's not true. I was singing inside your house, Florida.
Yeah, I think
All the time.
we're singers. I think it's super weird when people aren't singers. Like,
I feel sorry for the people around me, but I do it anyways.
I love it. Sometimes I'll put my AirPods in if I'm like blow drying, and I'll just be like fucking back there belting it. And I know my bathers have to be like, the fuck is wrong with her?
I love it.
Everyone's got headphones
I
on.
love it when they're singing. Zach will literally be screaming his heart out back there while he's working. You can hear him from the. I'm like, oh.
What do the youngins like sing along to?
Everything.
Yeah, I don't even.
Both my kids like to sing.
Ellie's
Oh.
favorite song is she loves to sing the Watermelon Sugar. She's all watermelon sugar. Hi. And she's all like,
Isn't that
It's
song
so
about
cute. yeah, it's not something nice, but she likes it.
it is something
Something
nice.
nice, just not for her.
Yeah.
No, well, when he's old, literally the other day I walked out of the grooming room and we have like a lobby. It was like the end of the day. So usually the bathers will like come up and be like chit chatting in the lobby when they're done cleaning the bathing room and stuff. And they're like, they're all up there and I thought they were chit chatting, but I walked up there and it was like silent except for Isolde was like singing a song she was literally making up right there on the spot. And it was like the weirdest song ever. And I'm like walking through with the dog I finished, like, what the fuck is going on? I wanted to be like, guys, I know it's like the boss's daughter, but you don't have to stay and listen to her sing whatever this is that she's doing right now.
She's like holding him hostage.
Yeah, I literally, it felt like a hostage situation. I like put my dog out and then I came back up and she was like finishing and I was like, alrighty then. And I was like, you guys are done for the day. You're free to go. You know, and I was like, that was wonderful, Isolde. Thanks for that.
Sometimes I do wonder if they think like they got to be extra nice to him. I'm like, it's okay, guys.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. No biggie. Well,
Oh,
like
we could be mean to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Zach,
It's on.
my son and Zach, one of our bathers, they've been playing chess a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they'll go like toe to toe. He's 11, and he'll stalemate him. I don't think he's beat Zach yet, but he's stalemated him a couple times.
Yeah. It was just really funny though, because like I don't remember now what she was singing, but like whatever it was, I was like,
She's always made up random songs.
I used to do that when I was a kid too, though. I just never was brave enough to sing to people. I would just sing to myself in my room.
I had one of those, not the yak backs. Remember those little yak backs?
Yeah, yeah.
But I have a Tomboy tape recorder,
Oh.
and I used to sing into it all the time when I was younger.
Yeah, I miss
Yak
that
back?
though,
Oh my
and
God.
I
Yak
kind of miss like having a tape recorder and you'd like be listening to the radio and then you'd like record the song you were waiting for. Yeah, and I would like sing and like record it and listen to it later. And
I thought I was gonna be like an artist.
yeah,
I had this song I made up, and it literally only had like 3 lines, and I just
That's a
repeated
lot
it
of songs are
over and
though.
over and over again. Yeah.
That's how a lot
What
of
is
songs
the
are.
song?
I'm not gonna.
Do you still know
What
it?
Is the song?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's hear it.
Nope.
Come on.
Do you guys
Sing it,
karaoke?
Sing it.
No.
I don't
I
normally because I,
cannot sing
actually
and I
think
feel
I'm
sorry for people.
yeah. I think I'm probably not a very good singer.
Do you guys do
I'm
karaoke?
really bad.
I have before.
Would
but
you
it's-
though?
If I'm drunk enough, probably.
Right on.
Yeah,
No?
if I was drunk enough and you guys were, if everybody was like, we'll all do it, then I would do it.
What if we get trashed and then do karaoke at Hershey? Because we do karaoke downstairs
Oh yeah.
after the awards.
We missed
I mean,
it. this
anybody can
last
do
year.
a Journey song, right?
No.
Don't stop
Oh, the Glee
believing.
songs?
it's Journey, bud.
Yes. But yes, in,
The number
in
one Glee
answer, Ronnie, yes.
Hold on to that feeling, yeah.
That's pretty good, babe.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. For not having any other music.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well done.
Don't make me feel weird about it, okay?
Anyways. No, I mean, like, so when I was a kid, I remember my mom loved karaoke. And we would do karaoke over at Rosie's house. Well, her dad was trashed.
Yeah.
They were English, so that was even funner because they had, they would do karaoke with the accents.
You
so
know,
that was fun.
We should all go to one of those karaoke bars. You know, like the Korean ones.
Where you like rent your own room.
Yeah, that'd be fun, huh? Get
Oh.
smashed in there and then like sing.
That would be fun.
Maybe I'll do it sober there.
Yeah, because it'd just be like
Yeah, if it's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm still
That'd be fun.
embarrassed. I
And then
be
we
too
would record it
embarrassed.
secretly and put it on the internet.
Funny thing- Okay, you know those games
AG
where it
peeps.
has like it's like a singing game, right? And you're trying to get like hit the notes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that there's someone else on the other end of that.
Like a real human person.
Yeah.
Because you're competing against
I
somebody.
didn't know it because I would just be like literally like just like screaming just to hit the note.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
It's like
they're
a game on
they're
your
like,
phone.
oh,
On your
no.
phone?
And
Yeah,
then
it's like
they,
a game and there's like a
click
thing
off,
and you like
You like try and like
match the key.
Oh, I
and
thought
the
you were
notes.
talking about the one that was out like it was like Guitar Hero but singing version.
I think it's probably just like that.
yeah.
Similar, yeah.
But this is on console though, not on your phone.
No,
okay.
yeah, this is on your like
It
phone.
was like,
But
But
can-
I didn't know. And
It's
I
like
was like,
simply
Polar
saying.
did
I
it
was
on,
like
Baby
so
Mama.
embarrassed.
I did not know
oh
that
my
was another human.
God.
Can the other person hear you though?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
So
What
were
if we
you
could, like,
well,
hearing?
see
you
your
can
camera,
hear
like,
the other person though, right?
Yeah, I was like, like hella
Are they
high-pitched.
singing at the same time as you, or do they have parts and you have parts?
I think yeah, it's been a long time because I
So
was
like
traumatized.
you didn't. So you were listening to their part and didn't know.
Yeah.
You must have been competing against some really good singers.
Really
Yes.
The computer's so good.
or I would start them.
That
Okay.
sounds like a game I wouldn't want to play.
Well, I
Before,
didn't know. I thought you were just doing it with yourself.
okay, since we're doing just random stuff, when we first talked about doing this podcast and we were like, oh, what kind of things should we like talk about or whatever, I thought this would be a good place for me to like rant about things that like piss me off or hate me or
Yeah.
that I hate.
That hate
That
you?
hate me.
Oh
so
my
I
God.
whenever I think of something, I like put it in this list called things I hate.
Yes, let's
And I
Grinds my
want to talk
gears.
about some of them right now.
Okay, let's do it.
I hate when people call their dogs mamas and papas. It's like, come here, mama. It's oh, papa. It's oh, why do people do that? That makes me so mad. They're a
It's a little
dog. They're
weird.
not
It's
your
a little-
mom. They're not your dad.
It's a little weird.
I don't like that.
I have called my dogs Mama Sophie and or Mama Dog
Okay.
because they are
In that
moms.
context, though,
Yeah.
because like I've called Friday, like I'll be like, "Oh, come on, Mama, come get your puppies," but that's like in that
Yeah.
context. I'm not like at work, like
She's my mama.
Mama.
You know what grosses me, like really weirds me out, is when someone lets their dog lick them in the mouth. Like in their mouth. You know, some people just be
Or
like,
like
it's
cleaning
fine.
your
huh?"
teeth.
And the dog just like sticking its tongue all the way in their mouth. Ugh.
Ronnie used to call dogs mamas, and I had to tell him to stop. I was like, stop calling them that. Makes me so mad.
Actually, I think Ronnie, you do that, don't you? Let the dog lick
I
on your
was gonna
mouth.
say, wait a second. No, but I feel like I've heard you call your dog mamas at your house. Your dogs.
And my cat is my Bobush.
Yeah. I feel like he still does it.
I call
He
him my
still
puppy
does
and
it.
my Bobush.
Is
my
this-
little kitty girl?
That's why I wrote the list.
I was just gonna say.
When Ronnie does this.
Oh well, I love dog kisses too. I don't purposely let them go into my mouth or anything, but I do love puppy kisses.
I do
Well,
too.
puppies
I
are
do.
different,
Well,
though.
no, I call all dogs puppies. It can be 13 years old and it's a puppy.
See, I hate that.
And then
though.
their
when
breath is
when a
rotting
client
away.
calls and they go, "I want to
Well-
book an appointment for my
well, I'm not-
puppy," and then I'm like, "How old is it?" And they're like 5, and I'm like,
Well,
It's
obviously,
not
I'm not going to
puppy.
do that. I'm not an idiot. But you know,
No one's implying that.
"We love you.
Okay, another thing.
We love you."
When
When
people's-
Ronnie does this.
when Ronnie does, I put people's mirror/sexy face is almost way uglier than their normal face or smile.
wait,
Why?
he says that about me too.
So like, okay,
It's about
so like
me.
for
he
example,
makes fun of mine because of mine.
Basically, he's just sitting around. You do something, and he's like,
I hate this.
no, I thought about this for a
It's
long time.
Ronnie's ick
So like,
list.
okay, so you know how when you're looking in the mirror and you're like ready to go and you do like a face.
Yeah.
Yours,
Typically-
yours.
When you're okay,
Let's
here's
see.
mine. Here's mine. This is my face.
Hot.
But I look more handsome when I'm smiling,
Yeah.
right? So like I feel like more. Wow. So like I had a roommate, and her mirror face was like, and I'm like, but if you smile,
doe-
you're
the
just
doe
prettier.
look.
You're like prettier.
Okay, so I think because everybody does like that sultry, like pouty, like
"Yeah,
everybody's
it's like pouty." Do I look cute? Like,
But it's like typically you look better when you do something else.
So I think because like I actually don't like the way I look.
It's
when
a
I
remnants
smile.
of the duck face.
Well,
I think so.
but like I don't like the way I look when I smile, like because I feel like my smile is crooked and it makes my eyes like very like squinty.
Same.
And so like I feel like when I'm like,
Is that
Then
your
it,
mirror
like,
face?
no, I don't
What's
know.
your mirror
I
face?
don't know.
Pretend the camera's the mirror.
That was her
Hold on, hold on.
mirror. See, Katie doesn't do a mirror face. She does deadpan.
No,
but
no,
like
that's her mirror face. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. What's your mirror face?
I go. I try to look a little serious.
Like this, like
Yeah.
He does do the head thing. I've seen him do this before. He goes like,
yeah. He's got to check it out from all the angles. if
What's
there
your-
was like a
looks like a
photographer like
bobblehead.
I avoid the mirror at all costs.
cat.
I do.
Cat's
like
like,
I
I
go
punch
in
it.
and I'm like.
Okay, so
he's
see,
really
okay,
good.
I saw a little bit. You do this.
Yeah, I guess I would. Yeah, it depends on what I'm doing with my hair. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually pull it.
Yeah, I
back
guess so
and-
because I do this. Yeah.
But so for me, yeah, it's about my smile because I'm not looking at it like, because I feel like when I smile, my lips are a little lopsided and my eyes get all like,
Oh
Wrinkly?
yeah, I have pumpkin eyes,
I
but
had
I
a,
smile at everyone.
I had a friend. His mirror face was this. I'm not even just exaggerating. Well, he goes like this. And it's like, bro, just smile. Like it just makes me so mad.
Is
I
he a
just-
gay guy or a straight guy?
He was a gay guy.
So when he sees another dude that he's into, he's like,
Right? It's like just look normal.
does a poopy face.
poopy face.
Pisses me off.
I gotta make a boom boom.
I hate when fast food places make you park up front.
Oh,
yeah.
my
Makes me-
gosh.
Oh, that's the
So mad.
worst, dude. I've said no a couple times.
Yeah, Nathan will say no sometimes. So we're like,
Juan
no,
won't let
I'm in
me.
a rush.
Yeah. Okay, so I went on the McDonald's Reddit and I found
At McDonald's, it's the worst.
but they if you say no, they'll just refund your money and make you leave.
Really?
Did you do it at McDonald's?
Yeah.
And they said okay?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
It depends on the location.
I guess it- but-
participating locations only.
Just refund your money.
Refund
you know
your
why
money?
they
They
do
were like,
that?
you
It's
either
'cause
park
they-
up front or you go.
Because they
It's their
want their
policy,
time. It's
yeah.
because their time. They need to keep the time down.
But it's
Or
like
before they
give
used
the
to make you go back
employees
and
more
forth.
time.
yeah.
I don't
well,
know,
not
like, it's
just
just-
that, but it's like if they refund your money, what if you're like, no? And you just sit there? Then what?
then they call the cops. So I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Waste your time, and then before they get there, drive off.
Yeah, your time's gonna
I also
be
don't want to
wasted.
be like a Karen, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I like only one time Nathan was like, look, dude, I'm like really in a rush. I can't, you know what I mean? Like every time you guys
Well, every
send me
time
over there,
they-
you forget stuff.
Yes.
My order's wrong or it takes forever.
Yeah.
So I told him no
Literally,
twice.
5 minutes.
Both times was because I couldn't. Like I was like, dude, this line's taking forever, and I have to go somewhere. Like I was late to drop the kids off at school or something, so like I can't. So like if it's not there, and I'm like talking slowly because I know it's about to be fucking done.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
as soon
And
as
I'm
he was
like-
done, they're like, here it is. And it's like,
Yeah, both
you.
times,
Drive
both
slow,
times
like,
they
drive
handed it
slow
to me
up.
like within 10 seconds.
well, the thing is, if they go and park you, they're going to give your shit to the next person and move them quicker and
Yeah.
then bring your shit out later. And I'm like, I've seen like 6 cars go while you're still fucking waiting. And I'm like,
But you know they're really like.
I
they're
know
on
they're
them, though.
working hard.
They're on them.
I know they're working hard, but I think it's just really dumb that the way that they like.
Well, they should.
You have to get the line through quicker, and I'm like,
Like that's making more of a thing because they're running outside. They forget everything every time we do it.
oh,
at
it's
McDonald's,
so annoying.
They forget something. We can't park in. They're parked in the front, but all these freaking Uber Eats and DoorDash are parking there. To
Well,
run
they're like park
inside
in
and
3,
get
and
it.
you go, and then someone's there
Yeah,
already.
I'm like, I'm in 7. Like, fuck.
You're like, okay, hopefully they find me.
Yeah. I hate it.
Somebody comes out, and you're like, I was number 3. They told me to go in number 3. I'm over here.
I don't know who this asshole that is in number 3 is.
Exactly. People just need to follow the rules. Don't park.
Yeah.
I hate when people try to sing along to songs they don't know the words to.
Wait, let's go back to McDonald's though, because I hate that the fucking McChicken is $4.50.
Oh.
But if you buy two,
Buy
it's 2 for 4.
Yeah, 2 for 4.
You have to buy
So
two
that's what you have to do.
McChickens.
Two
I know,
McChickens
but-
and 2 McDoubles.
But still though, right?
They used to be $1.
Yeah.
Yes. Now they're almost after tax. They're $5.
That's
It's
crazy.
wild.
In-N-Out stays cheap though. Have you guys been to In-N-Out?
I still fuck. I fuck with
Ours is like
we go
$40.
around the country, and every place we go, I tell them, it's In-N-Out, bitch. Whatever burger place you got here fucking sucks. In-N-Out for life.
I do love In-N-Out.
It's so good.
Mhm.
And it's
Okay.
so cheap.
But it is. They've
Yes.
kept wonderful
All
prices.
4 of us are four of us in the family will eat for under $30. Like
Maybe not.
what the
Both
hell?
of us eat
Ours
under
is
40.
Yeah.
I get double
I was gonna say
burger.
maybe not 30, like
Yeah.
40, Nathan.
As I get 2 burgers and 2 fries, so it's so good.
No,
Yeah.
see, then we eat the same because we get 4 burgers. and
Wow,
then-
one for each of you.
Yeah, we get 1 burger each of us.
We're just fat.
You know what though? If I
I
would
get
go with
double
you guys,
double.
I'd get 2 burgers because
He'd
like the
do
only
it,
reason
yeah.
I don't is because Katie gets a single I know. I
I
go
can't
double
eat
double.
that
I go
much.
double, and she goes, "I'll take a single." So I can't go double.
I can't even
I double
finish
double
my
You know?
meal.
You just no. That's when you just pretend you're ordering for somewhere else. That's what I do. I always be like, oh,
And they
let's see.
want,
I'll do. Yeah, they
You
just
know-
want to like a cheeseburger.
No,
Then it's
I
really
have
You have to
my
get like 3 sodas just so
I
it looks
have
like you're
my-
feeding more people.
I have my order down. You know, I go double, mustard fried, onions always, add chilies to the fries, animal style.
I just started adding
That's what he
chilies.
does. He just chopped
It's
chilies.
so good.
We
It
have
is
our-
so
we have
good.
our
The
In-N-Out
chilies-
burger In-N-Out.
I
They-
used to get them like separate and like bite them, but now they fucking chop them and put them in.
Those
Yeah.
are those chilies that I always talk about that are so good. They get them from the same place, Mazzetti's or something like
So
that. It's a
good.
California like pickling
Mazzetti.
place.
Ellie,
So good.
one
Chef's
time,
kiss.
Ellie just likes pickles and ketchup on her thing, and I was like, "Oh, can I get extra pickles?" And they take that shit seriously. There was like 30 pickles on her sandwich. I was like, "Oh my!"
You're like, eat this.
Yeah, she's like, "This is a lot." I was like, "Yeah."
You know what I hate? Is when
What?
somebody from here goes, my favorite burger place is Five Guys. Get out of here with that.
You mean from California?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
some-
meant
Oh, I
here.
was
like,
No,
like,
somebody
yeah.
from California
Yeah, I was
says
waiting.
that their
I was like,
favorite
wait a
burger
second.
place is Five Guys. Like, get the hell out of here, dude.
Their
I like
fries
I
are
do like
good.
their
Fucking hot
fries. I was
dog.
like, their Cajun fries are yummy.
I do like that they give
No.
you peanuts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie says it's so expensive, but it's because it gets like 5 things.
Yeah.
No, but the hot dogs are like $6-7 for
Yeah.
a fucking piece of bread and a piece of meat.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like literally, and their burgers aren't even that good.
Okay.
In-N-Out's way better.
I just paid $40 though for me and Ellie to eat. I mean, we did DoorDash it, so that adds money. But I'm like, from Taco Bell, I was like, that's a lot.
A Mexican, guess how? I was about to order a Mexican pizza, $7 for the Mexican pizza.
That's because it was DoorDash.
well, so you said that you hate when people sing along the songs that they don't know the words
Yeah,
to.
it's like when they're like,
But he does it quite often.
okay. So,
just shut up or just like bob your head and just be quiet.
I will say I do sing the song sometimes and I don't know the words, but I don't
Making
make
you mad.
I
This
don't
list is pissing me off.
I don't make like weird noises, but I'll like
Say random
I
words.
say whatever I think it's saying. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if I can't look at the lyrics, I'm like, I have terrible hearing. So if I can see the lyrics like one time, then I'm good. But like if it's like a new song or something, I'm enjoying singing to it. And then later I'll be like, oh, those were the words.
You remember that one time we thought that a song was in another language, but it was
No,
in
you guys thought it was in another
we
language.
and Nathan thought it was in a different language, but
It was
English,
English.
but we just couldn't
I
understand.
like come in from like the mobile or something, and they're like, "Oh my god, have you heard this song, Katie?" And they like
It was
start
like that
playing
Selena
it.
Gomez
Yeah, that
song.
was like-
It was like the.
I was like,
the
"Yeah,
Calm Down?
that's
Yeah.
yeah."
That's all in English.
Yes.
The whole song.
Yes.
Was in English.
I
No,
know.
it's
All
parts
in
in English, too.
English. I was like, these are
Calm
the
down.
lyrics.
Calm down.
That one,
Yeah.
yeah. we're
Yes.
like-
There's like,
Yeah, it's in English.
It's in English. Yeah, I was like, you guys, it's in
Wow.
English. What the fuck? And they were
No
like,
idea.
Because we're like, what is it? What is it saying? What do you think it means?
But I will say, so I have had like, I remember Nathan had this one friend forever. It was like forever ago. We haven't seen him in like over 10 years. And he would sit like behind me in like the car when we would go places, and he would sing like a couple of seconds behind. So he was copying everything that
Who
it
was
said.
it?
John.
Oh.
He drove me crazy. I wanted to like scream because he'd be a couple seconds behind because you could tell he was just copying it because he didn't know the words, and I wanted to be like, stop it. At least mumble it. At least just mumble
Yeah,
it.
I feel like
you
I would
know?
prefer that versus like a.
Yeah.
Makes me so mad. I don't know why.
Funny story. When I was in elementary school, I auditioned for a talent show, and I didn't know the words to the song.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You were gonna sing it for the whole school.
Me and my friend, and we were like trying to. It was like a Spice Girls song, and we didn't know all the words to it, and we just winged
sent it?
That's
winged it, and
hilarious.
yeah, we didn't get a call back. to say the least.
That's super funny.
That's
Well,
rude.
like the kids, right? They have a talent show at their school every year, and it's like always inevitably like there's like one girl that like one year she literally was just like this for like 3 minutes, like.
Dancing to.
Well, that school's so small, everyone gets a chance.
It was so funny. Yeah. and
Everyone
then-
was like, yeah.
yeah, we're like, you're doing it. And like,
You
she's,
fucking suck.
Every once in a while, she would
Yeah,
go.
what are you supposed to do? Boo! Get off
Yeah.
the stage.
and we're like,
Throw
"All right."
things at her.
Yeah, fucking
So then-
tomato.
Well, and it was funny because like there would be this
They
year.
just turned the song off. Like, they didn't finish it. They were like, go ahead.
This year they had like one set of girls that like they definitely knew all the words to the song, but then like there was like another set of girls like in the beginning they were like really strong and going, and then like slowly got quieter and quieter until you couldn't hear them at all. I don't know if they got nervous or if they forgot the words or what, but like you just couldn't like they're like up there like swaying, like you can see their mouths moving, but you can't like hear
I
anything.
think they were a little freaked.
I think
'cause
they got scared, yeah.
Because everyone's staring at them.
Well, because like when you think about it, you're like, oh, 2 to 3 minutes to sing a song is not that long. But then when you're just like a
When
bunch
you're
of
watching
kids
it.
and like all your classmates and their parents are up there, and suddenly 3 minutes is a really long time.
Yeah.
So it was really cute though. All of them were very cute, but it was just really funny because they like started out really strong, and then like you could just hear them getting quieter and quieter.
Owen wanted to do a backflip. He's like, I want to do a backflip for a talent show, but we didn't learn.
We forgot. We were moving. To be
Oh, yeah.
fair, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Can you just go and do like a backflip and be like, ta-da, and that's it?
Yeah, they
That
don't care at
probably
their
would've-
school.
That probably would have won.
Really?
They didn't do
Yeah.
like winners or anything, but because one kid literally just rode his skateboard around for like 3 minutes.
On stage?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What if you like fucking rolled
No, it
off
wasn't a
or something?
stage. So
It's like a
they don't have a stage.
amphitheater.
It's like blacktop, and then there's a little amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
I'm not saying it because I'm probably gonna fuck
Do it
it
again. Say it.
up. I don't know.
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater. There you go. Amplified a feeder.
I like
The
your words
feeder?
better.
So yeah, he just like rolled it around.
Yeah.
He tried to do an ollie, but he didn't.
Oh,
But like everyone's like, yeah, he's so good. He was second grade. He was riding a skateboard, pretty good.
You know
Nathan's
what
like,
though? He came out and all the kids, Owen was like, "That's my buddy. He's so," and they're all like chanting his name as he's like just riding his fucking skateboard
Oh, that's
around.
cool.
I don't even remember what his
There's
name was.
less
It was
than
like
100 students at the school.
Everett,
Like the whole
Everett,
school.
The whole
Everett.
school.
Everett.
It's
Yeah, it's
K, it's
tiny.
K through Fifth
five.
grade.
Yeah, fifth
Those are
grade.
like 2 classes per grade. and
One
that's it?
class
no
per
class.
grade.
One
So all the
class.
kids know each other super well. And it's a public school. It's not a private school.
Well, like, so Owen went there kinder through 5. So, like, there was a handful of kids that he's known since he
whole
was
time?
5. Yeah, the entire time.
So they're all really nice to
They're
each other
very
and
close
supportive.
and
He's about to go to junior high,
Well-
about to get a wake-up call.
So like our school is like tucked back into like this forest, and there's a creek.
pretty.
So they have to go over a bridge
picture.
over the creek to get into the school. So they do this ceremony when you're in 5th grade. They have all the other grades line up on each side of the bridge, and then the 5th graders walk through for their last time.
Oh, that's cute.
It's very emotional.
Everyone's crying.
And like Owen is in front with all of his buddies, and they're all like linked up, and they're just sobbing.
Aww.
They're just sobbing. Like, this is our last
This is
time.
like their blacktop, and that's all they are, classrooms and stuff.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
It's a really
So
nice
like
school.
we'll just be there at the school, and there'll be deer walking through the
and like
through
turkeys.
the upper field, turkeys all over the upper field.
There's
and-
cows around there, and goats and sheep, and it's really nice.
So the cows and goats can't get into the campus, but the deers and the turkeys can.
Yeah,
Like,
there
they'll
was
just
a
jump the
turkey.
fence.
Yeah, there was a turkey outside. Remember?
It's and then Owen got sprayed by a skunk, so obviously there's other wildlife. So
That's right. I got skunked.
so it was really like it was
What were
just
we talking
cool. Well, we were talking
it
about
was
singing.
lifting.
I'm going through my list of
His
things. I
list
Okay,
hate.
what
of things
else?
of- yeah.
When people say, okay. So have you ever, you're like telling a story and then you like say something and go, thank you.
you.
That makes me so mad. Why don't you just say like, I agree. Or I feel that. Thank you.
What if they go right on?
I think it's a thank you that makes me mad.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, because a
why-
lot of times I'm like, yeah, yes.
Yeah. Just makes
Yeah,
me mad.
that's a lot.
And that's all I'll say about that. I wrote,
Thank you.
thank you. Girls with greasy hair. It's gross. Shower.
Oh my God, I feel really called out.
I feel called out.
No, okay. So I
washed my
just,
hair last
I
night.
just don't understand why it's so hard to wash your hair. Like I don't have long hair, so I just don't get it. But like I can't. I've tried to. Okay, so like when I get a facial or like get a chemical peel, and she was like, "Oh, don't wash your face for like 2 days." So I don't wash my head either. But it's like hard to shower and like avoid that area. It's just almost easier to wash your hair. No, I don't know. I'm not a
So-
girl,
Pull
so
my
speak
hair
on
out.
it.
So like for me, right? I mean, obviously I have like colored hair, right? So it's like it's a special process that I have to do
Yeah.
to wash it and dry it. I use special shampoo. The more you wash it, the quicker the color comes out. But also
never
they
thought of it
do
like that.
say like the more you wash your hair, the more oil you produce and the more you have to wash your hair. So like my lady recommends that I wash my hair like twice a week. So
Okay.
usually I do like 2 to 3 times a
I'm
week.
like looking to see if you're greasy.
I know. It shouldn't. I
You're
think I
not.
washed my hair like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, usually I would say I go like 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 if it's like, but I have like dry shampoo too. So I'll like dry shampoo it and that'll
Yeah,
like make it not look as greasy. But for me, a big part of it is the color because I also can't just like go to bed with my hair wet. So then I have to sit there and blow dry the whole thing. If I wash it before bed, I have to blow dry it, blow dry my bangs. And you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
it's a process. So for me, that's, or I'll be sometimes I think ahead, I'll be like, oh, I'm going on this trip and I know I'm going to like, I'm going to wait because I want to wash my hair right before. I don't want to wash my hair and then have to wash it again the next day. So it's like super fresh and looks nice. Like we're going to Bakersfield, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm going to wash my hair tonight because then it'll be perfect for class tomorrow. Or I'll wake up early and wash it in the morning for class. That way it'll look nice tomorrow and Monday. So I like kind of plan things out. Or sometimes I will push it like an extra day because I'm like, I want to wash it and have it be super fresh, but I don't want to wash my hair back to back because it makes everything fade super fast and it's a process.
I've always washed my hair every day, but I have to because my shit gets hella greasy, and I think it's because
Because you
my
wash
hair
it every
every
day.
day, too.
Yeah.
But you
If
also
I
use a lot
go
of
like
product in
one
your hair.
day, like it's greasy. If I go a second day, it's like
Stuck
greasy.
to your head.
And he doesn't condition or anything either. And so, but that's what my hairdresser told me is like the more you wash it, the more oil your like
It makes
scalp
sense because
creates.
it's similar with dogs.
And then,
Yeah.
so then you're kind of forced to continue to do it or it gets greasy. So since I've always kind of been on that schedule, I feel like, like if I'm on like 4 or 5 days, then I'm like, oh, you're getting a little greasy there. But I can generally go like 3, 4 days and it's fine.
So are you more accepting of her greasy head?
I can see it. I can see why.
So I don't. My hair's not dyed though, but I don't wash it super often either because my hair, when I do wash it, gets frizzy like this. And when my hair has a little more of the natural oils, it's not as frizzy, and my natural curl, it's prettier.
I think curls is different too because the maintenance on curls is totally different.
Okay, so if there's a reason, I take it back.
You know how some girls
He's
will
like-
make their hair look like it looks like wet all the time with the curly hair though.
Yeah. I do
Like,
know
I
what you
was
mean
sure,
though,
like, how
because
do
I
you do that?
have seen some people
product,
that like their
a lot
hair
of
just
gel.
Like a lot
always
of
look
stuff in your
greasy.
hair.
Yeah.
But
We use product in your hair every day too. I don't use product.
yeah, I feel like Nathan has to because he hairsprays it every day.
Same.
So it's like if he doesn't wash it, but I think if I had short hair, I'd probably wash it a lot more,
Yeah.
or if it wasn't dyed. But it's just like those things keep me. Like you were asking about the pool, and I'm like, I don't get my hair wet in the pool. Chlorine will fuck my color up.
She just doesn't do it ever
I just
again.
don't do it. Yeah.
See, I cannot not go in a pool.
I'll do it every once in a
somersaults,
while. I do every once in a while. I'll just let go. Like when we were in Hawaii, I was like, fuck it, you know, like, but I literally lost all my color.
That is funny though, Kat, because when you go in the pool, that is what you like to do, just somersaults.
I love somersaults.
She just like, I gotta go in the pool and do somersaults. So,
I love to do somersaults. I can't do them on land anymore.
so we'll be at the pool
like
and
a
she'll just be
whale.
like going
Well,
in circles. like,
I do. I like it's like a head rush.
When Ellie
I
was
love
younger,
it.
she'd be like, hold Ellie, I
so
need
then
to do
she's like,
somersaults.
never.
I'm the
See,
perfect
you want
person
the
to
head
hold
rush.
babies in
See
water.
what I'm at? Is Dare got to you too much. Look while you're looking for your head rushes. I gotta get myself my somersaults.
Okay, what else?
Subaru drivers piss me off.
Oh
if there's an
my.
asshole on the road and they're
Leave her alone.
swerving and they're
He's talking about lesbians.
Leave her alone, man.
it just makes me so mad. Like if someone's being an asshole, they're probably driving a Subaru, and it just makes me
No,
mad.
I disagree.
Really?
I think if they're an asshole, they're driving a Nissan Altima. That is the worst driving car. That is the worst driving person car.
I'll keep an eye out. But I think the Subaru
Next
is
time you
for
see
me.
someone flying going
Much
100,
attention.
cutting you
It's
off.
usually a Subaru.
Oh man, see, I
Well,
see
for me.
Altima. Okay.
Well,
Our
I-
Subarus are so loud. 'Cause
I
we
think
always
I'm
want
that's my
from-
next thing. Loud mufflers.
Okay, loud
Piss me
mufflers
off.
are hell of annoying.
What about our motorcycles?
There's
That's
no point.
fine.
They are annoying too.
Okay, something I find annoying, but I know that he used to the beats or whatever when the whole car rumbles. and-
bass.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bass.
it makes your whole car.
Fish.
The bass, the fish.
It
yeah.
makes your whole car just like bam, bam, like
Bass.
it makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
Then
I guess
don't
just-
get in the car.
No, you're driving next to
No,
me
yeah,
on
the
road.
person who's driving. I get it.
I guess just
get
loud
it.
vehicles in general
Just
just
loud.
makes me mad.
I don't
like if
really
there's
like
like
loud.
a
Straight to jail.
like when a client drops off the car and I don't like hear or a car dropping off their dog and I don't hear them drive away. It's like, ooh, that's a nice car because
Yeah.
I don't hear it. Like Tesla
Isn't it
doesn't make
funny
any noise.
because
right?
no, they don't.
I-
Right?
it
It
does
doesn't do
slightly
it
goes-
like a UFO noise.
Sometimes they make that noise, but
Usually
sometimes
when
they're
you're backing
silent.
up.
Yeah, and I do love that noise because it's just.
Yeah, that sounds
You
like
could
a UFO.
make it sound like a horse though. Like
No,
you
you
could make
can't
it coconut
anymore.
sounds.
They outlawed that. Remember?
Oh, that's
Somebody
no
complained,
fun.
and then they said that the cars aren't allowed to make noise on the outside. Stupid.
Because they can't fart on people now.
Yeah, we used to go around and fart on people because you
With
could
the
make
car.
it.
Oh yeah.
You can make it fart.
They have to be parked.
I
So
agree, though. I
sucks all the
hate
fun.
loud mufflers. I don't pay enough attention to other cars, make and model to know.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
Same.
look for Altimas being assholes on the way home.
Yeah, I never.
I'm gonna
noticed-
say I'm gonna look for Subarus, but I'm not.
I always wanted a Subaru.
I already know I'm not gonna look for any cars. I'm so
wanted a Subaru.
sorry. I just don't care enough to like to look.
I think you would do good with the Subaru, Cat.
Thanks. They call me-
I'm calling you a lesbian. Big ol' lesbian.
All right, what else?
Okay, the last thing I have. When you're somewhere and then they were like, oh, how you guys doing? And then everyone's like, woo. It was like, "Ah, we can do better than that. How are you guys? No. Like, just shut up. I clapped as much as I wanted to
Yeah.
this time around.
Yeah.
Or what
Like,
if they
I don't
keep
wanna clap
doing it
long.
every time? Every time you don't
You
clap good
can
enough,
do
you know, and then the next time they're like, all right, do it again better. Like, I could see doing it one time in the beginning if it wasn't good enough, but then every other time too, it's like, it gets more annoying.
Like, okay, so like, for example, like when we were at Pause at Sea
Yes.
and the guy was like, oh, you guys having fun? We're like, woo. Oh, come, we're having fun. Come on, it's loud. You could do Shut up.
We already
Shut up.
screamed to our heart's content.
But we were loud.
We were
It
loud.
got-
We
It
were.
got us more tickets.
Yeah,
That
how
was
much
the
louder do you
problem,
want?
though. Like, our voices were fucked up. We were microdosing all those shrooms. Like, it was hard, you know?
Yeah, well, that was in on my list. Is there anything you guys hate?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. That was it on my list.
I
You
thought you
should bring up the whatchamacallit. You should bring up the whole the ear shaving
Oh,
snipping thing
yeah,
because that's
yeah.
a good one because it's
Okay, well, so
not to do with hate.
yeah, and it was just something I found really interesting. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the video.
We should
It's
talk about it and have people like message in their thoughts on this too.
yeah, no, for sure. But like, so it was like a video that went viral.
Wait, pause real quick.
Yeah.
Can I end on a happy note? Things I love. I only have one thing.
Let's do that.
That's sad.
My list of hatred.
watching horse hoof cleaning videos.
Oh, I
yeah.
love
Or with
the.
I
like cow-
love that.
Well, I
I'm
like
just
the
like
cow
literally
ones,
just like
I would
too.
love to
Cow
the
one?
abscesses. Oh,
I
I would
love
do that all day
those.
long.
I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
same.
have a horse. I'm never gonna have a
Yeah.
horse. But just the way they like
I will
scoop
have
the.
a
Oh, I
horse.
just love
Oh,
that.
I
It just
love
makes
do
me-
you
them
watch?
too.
You watch the abscesses on the cows and stuff?
I love that.
I
one.
love those
Okay, so I
ones.
love like pimple popping videos.
But
I feel that's the only thing I love.
I particularly
Horse hoof
enjoy
cleaning.
the cows though, the cow ones. I really like the cow ones.
Oh, and I love my coon too. I love my baby cake as well.
You guys
Okay,
are
sorry.
sweet.
Now you can go talk about.
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of viewers and us, right? We've seen that video. It went viral, and it's like a barber, and he's doing the guy's hair, and he's like thinning shearing, like the side right here, and it's like short. I'm not even sure why he was thinning shearing it, to be honest.
To be cool.
And
It
he's
was just
like,
for the TikTok. It was just
he's
for
like
the
thinning
the-
shearing it, and then he literally slices off like the top part of his ear.
I like how you're pointing at
Yeah,
it.
like right here. It is disgusting. It made me want to yak when I saw it. Like the thought of slicing,
Do you think it's chewy?
because we use those scissors. Like I was like,
Like-
"Ugh." It was.
I want to know what it feels like in my teeth.
I watched it one time and I literally couldn't watch it again. I kept making Nathan watch it, or I was like, I showed Nathan. I think I showed somebody else, but I couldn't actually watch it again because it grossed me out so much.
It didn't gross me out that much.
But
The guy didn't even care. It looked like.
the guy like didn't even move.
He
Well, it's
like,
like
he
the
goes like
dogs
this,
only.
and the guy's like, "My bad," like the barber.
But you know that shit hurt. You know it was bleeding and like fucking.
Oh, it was leaking
it
like
cut
crazy.
off before you could see anything other than like
Because
that.
it wasn't just the skin; it was cut off a portion of the cartilage too.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I think.
okay, but
yeah.
think about when we do cut a dog. Most of the time, they don't realize it.
That's true.
So,
But I do feel like their pain tolerances are different than ours.
Well, yeah, men are wimpy.
But
True.
the reason I bring it up is because I was reading through the comments and there was like a lot of really funny comments, like, you know, about them being so nonchalant and like just in general, like most people were like laughing about it or like, that's crazy. But like, I thought to myself, if this had been a grooming video and somebody had been scissoring a dog and they cut off a small chunk, which nobody's perfect and we've all made mistakes before and we've cut dogs. We try our best not to, right? But we're working with animals and scissors. But I've seen posts, right, where things like that happen and like everybody, groomers included, come for them. You should lose your job. That's animal abuse. Like, I can't believe you did that. You're the worst person in the entire world, blah, 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 blah. And I just thought to myself, like, could you imagine if it was a video of somebody just like scissoring a dog and they like cut off a tiny piece of their ear? Like, I can't even imagine how different the comments would have been. And I just thought it was super interesting that everybody was just like meh about the guy. And you know, I could be wrong.
No, but how
you're
often do
right,
we
you're
get called abusers for dying dogs or
Yeah.
cutting their hair even or cutting their nails?
Yeah.
You know, people are like, it's abuse, it's abuse.
But like, I've even seen videos like where groomers are even like,
Yeah.
you know, like
I think if you did post it, right, for one, like him posting the picture of the video of the guy, I just came up with this thought.
No,
he
I'd
probably
love to
got
hear it.
consent. He probably told the guy like, "Can I post this video?"
right.
Right, and people would get it as like a shock value and like but like the dog, like, where in your mind as the groomer would you be like, "I'm gonna post a video of me cutting this dog's ear"?
Yeah.
Because people
Because,
would
like-
freak out. If you like posted it as an educational, like, don't do this, like it was an accident.
Don't film
Or
with
if they
one
were, what if they
hand
did it on a
while
live or
you're.
something? What if they're doing a live seminar grooming on Facebook?
Yeah, and
it
somebody,
happens
like-
then and then
Somebody recorded
know,
it, screen
exactly.
recorded it, and then shared it. Like,
because you are correct. Why would you willingly do that? Because the other guy was a grown man saying, "Yeah, you cut my ear, but go ahead and
Yeah.
post it."
you could
It'll be
use it as
viral."
an educational tool. Like, be careful. Like, maybe say like the dog shook and they weren't paying close enough attention and they cut it. Then they could be like, see how this, you know, this led to this and then this happened. So don't do that. Maybe, right? But I just thought it was really interesting because of how different it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it was an interesting thought, like an interesting discussion.
Yeah, I think people would like not. Well, I don't know. We're in a weird space right now, dogs.
Well,
They
yeah,
would've
because I
flipped
feel
their shit if it
like
was a
everybody
dog.
would have been like, that person can't, like, shouldn't be grooming.
Yeah,
That
take away.
like take away their
Fire
life. Yeah,
them.
fire them. Like, but this guy, they're like, meh,
They're like,
no
right,
biggie.
on, right on, bro.
I wonder how often that happens for like to
In the
barbers and
industry?
stuff for them. Yeah.
That is an interesting
bet a
thought.
lot-
I wonder how often they cut.
I bet a lot more now that there's like the social media barber now,
Ooh.
because they're like looking at
They're not focusing.
they're looking at the
Well,
camera.
he was looking at his phone.
So they
right? He
lose-
had his phone here and was like, you could tell. He was
So they
recording.
lose like depth perception
Ugh.
when they're watching through the phone. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I just know it gave me the heebie-jeebies. You could like see that because it was thinning shears. You could see the like
The lines.
The lines.
You haven't seen that video?
Of the ear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They've
Okay,
seen
yeah.
it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it just like bleh. Anyway.
Maybe we could put it up for everybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was this one note that you wrote. What is that?
Oh. Sometimes I just put random notes. Like we all have a shared note thing for AGP. So if we have like ideas or whatever. So what I was like reading it because you know how every year they like pick the color of the year or whatever, right? And I like it was like an article came out and it was like the color of the year is puce, and I
That's
was
how
like,
you pronounce.
Yeah, puce.
So, like,
like pookie,
And pussy.
Use-
And so I thought it was really interesting because then I looked it up and they picked
Girl, that's pink.
They came up. It's a brownish purple.
Let me see.
It's a brownish purple.
Yeah, I mean, I see it now that you said it.
And you know how it is. Like this is just Google, right?
Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting because the term comes from the French color, puce, which means flea color. So like they literally named this color after the flea, after like what fleas look like. And now that you think about it, right? It like fleas are like a purple.
Yeah, that's ugly. Fleas are that color?
I thought they were like brown.
So I think when you
Because they're
look
full
at
of
them,
blood.
I think when you look at them, yeah, when they have blood, and then when you look at them under a microscope, I imagine they look more like this.
You look puce.
Yeah, they're puce.
Yes.
I just thought it was like it was like one of those things that I came across, and I was like, that is insanity.
Yuck.
Yeah, see,
And it's in front of a puce background.
Background.
Aw, beautiful.
Yeah, it's when they're full of blood.
See, this is how I picture him.
Yeah, so it literally means flea color. So it said it became popular in the late 18th century in France. It appeared in clothing at the court of Louis the 16th. Is that XVI? And was said to be the favorite color of a Marie Antoinette, although there's no portraits of her wearing it. It was a popular fashion color in the 19th century Paris.
Well, they all had fleas, right?
Yeah. So like
Recently too.
they
Red bugs,
probably,
remember?
they were probably using it. They're like, psh, fuck it. There's fleas all over
Fuck it.
everything. And I wonder if they used if their bedding was like full of fleas, if they're like, just chuck it in the hot water and then it just like dyed at puce and that's how they came up with it. Maybe.
Oh my god, did you just unravel history?
Oh my god.
You're so smart.
Yeah. Anyway,
You know what though is funny? Is
Your
like,
hair's a little
even the
puce
most
looking at the
fancy.
tip.
Your shirt's a little puce.
Oh,
We're just always
we're
God,
so
that is-
fashionable,
You know, like
cute.
in vogue.
even like the most fanciest life back then, like Marie Antoinette's, like life wasn't as good as like the regular person now.
Really?
You know, like
Yeah.
you can just go to the store and get whatever you want to eat whatever any time of the year. You could like just sit in front of the TV and watch whatever you want and like turn on the AC, take a nice, like they were
Hot
so
bath.
limited,
Everything was seasonal for them. They had to.
True.
Think about no
everything was
electricity.
crazy, Yeah.
right?
Oh,
No
fuck.
fridge,
Like
no freezer, no
candles.
fridge.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no.
Well, the purpose of a lot of dogs, like the Bashan, was to sit on the laps of royalty to help get the fleas off of the people.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And there was dogs for feet warmers. That's why they all had their little jobs.
Yeah, well, Bashans were also meant
Weren't
to
corgis the feet
keep 'em
warmers? or
warm.
No?
Corgis
help you
are
keep warm.
they hurt.
But Shih Tzus
They're
were like the
herder.
feet warmers, right?
Well, it depends on where you are.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
They,
'Cause, well,
their
the
feet
thing
need
is
to be
they
warmed
didn't-
all around.
They didn't travel the way
Nathan
that
is the
we
feet
can
warmer.
today, right?
Yeah.
So like the
My mouth.
dogs were very regional.
Yeah.
Anyway, nice. Yeah.
Well, thank you for clearing that up. I
You're
was like, what the
welcome.
hell is this?
Yeah, well,
Puce.
like, because I came across it one day and I thought it was so interesting that I thought it would. So this
So
is
did you
perfect for
just-
the random episode.
Did you only just put Puce?
I put
in
the
note?
color
She put
Puce.
discuss color Puce.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, and then
because I didn't want to forget, and so
It's
I'm
a
glad that you
terrible
brought that
name.
up.
Terrible name.
Puce.
see random question. Right at the top.
Yeah,
Discuss color Puce. I'm
You're
surprised
welcome.
you didn't Google it. That must have took everything in you not
you
to do that.
googly.
Well, because I wanted to hear what you
Oh,
had to say. I was like,
thank you.
I want to be surprised for the
Didn't
discussion.
want to ruin it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, thanks.
genuine reaction.
You're welcome.
Were you properly surprised?
Yeah, I was. Right on. I was thinking I was more surprised with the pronunciation. I don't know what I was expecting, but not Puce.
Puce, yeah.
I can't wait for next year to go to EDC.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to go back home.
Yeah, to go back home.
I feel like we've talked about it so much that now I have to poop.
Yeah, it's make my stomach grumbly.
Could be the Taco Bell too.
Could be the
It could
Taco
be
Bell
Taco Bell.
too.
I think you should go to EDC.
Yeah.
You,
the
listening.
viewer, the listener.
Listener, you should go to EDC.
It would be cool to have a whole groomer group.
Yeah.
We've been
Like a
talking
meetup
about
or
a
something?
totem. Like we should have like a dog totem, like poodle or something. So then you'll know where to find us.
But if somebody finds us and I'm just acting like,
Wasted.
A fool?
yeah, and I'm
Let
just
him
like,
vibe.
you know,
let him
like,
vibe.
just leave me alone.
If you see
okay?
me, no, you didn't.
No, you
Don't
didn't.
What
video
happens in
me
Vegas
looking like a
stays in
freaking
Vegas.
weirdo, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.